In this version, let's have the player have to pick up some items before the gate opens, right? So the player here is moving around, and I'm going to collide with this pumpkin, right? There it is, I picked it up. As you notice down here, the count now is 1, right? And I will continue to collide, right? When I collide, first of all, it's destroyed, and there it is. Now the pumpkin count is 2. And if I continue on the last one and hit that one, and that's the third one, and there goes the gate. So the gate opens up when you pick up a certain number of items, right? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some items for him to pick up. I have some apples, or it really could be any item. So I'm going to use, like I did before, pumpkin. I had to make it a little bigger. It was too small, so I made it larger. So there it is. There's a pumpkin. I'm going to make this into a prefab, a new prefab, right? So I'm going to go to my gates, and you see I already have it. I'm going to delete it. But I'm going to make it into a prefab. So where is it? Pumpkin 1. I'm going to put it into this folder, pickups, okay? So pickups, and I'm going to drag it in and make it into a prefab. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add a collider, right? So I'm going to sphere collider is good, and that needs to be a trigger. And now I need some script on this, right? And the script, whenever I collide, I have to do a couple of things. So if I go, and I'm going to make a new script called pickup. So make a new script called pickup, and let's take a look at it, right? So on pickup, what I want to do is when you collide, I want to notify the controller. We're going to have a controller called pickups, that the number of pickups have been increased, right? So increase the number of pickups by 1 and then destroy this object, right? So the next thing we need, so we're going to put that code on the pumpkin, right? Pickup, we'll drag it over, and I'm going to update. So the prefab is updated, right? And then I'm going to make a couple of duplicates of this and just move them around a little bit. Okay. The next thing is we need a new controller. So the new controller I called is a pickup. So I made a copy of the other one, and I called it gate controller pickup. So what does that one look like? Well, we need the gate, right? And we don't need the player anymore because we're not talking about the distance, but we do need to keep track of how many items were picked up. We also need this little contraption here. It's called a singleton, and this is a way for us to communicate with this controller. So just put this in, right? And at the beginning, we're going to set the number of pickups to 0. And of course, the gate is not open. And what's going to happen is we're going to keep track of the pickups. So if the pickups is greater than or equal to 3, we're going to open the gate. Simple as that. But the other items need to be able to access this variable. Since it's private, I have to put some getters and setters, right? So the getters and setters allow you to access these variables. So as you notice over here, this is a capital N, num pickups, because I'm calling this function, this getter and setter. So let's see, I think the code is ready to go. I go back to my game, I go to my gate controller, I put my pickup script and the gate. You have to have the gate, right? And I think we're ready to test this out, right? So give it a try again, one more time. So I'm going to look at my console for some feedback and going to collide. Let's see if that's working. Yeah, 1, just like before. 2, and where's the gate? And 3, and there's the gate. So the gate opens now. We're not closing it now, you know. I'm not going to worry about that. So I can go through the gate. I opened it up.